Hello dear students, today we will take up lesson number 8, transitive and intransitive verbs. So we need to know what transitive and intransitive verbs are. We have already seen the definitions of the verb, and today we are going to see the transitive and intransitive verbs. Now here when we talk about transitive, that means the action is transferred to some other object. When an action, any action that is transferred, from one place to another, so that is called the transitive verbs. The action or the verbs which transferred its action to some other objects. And here, intransitive verb, those things do not take place. So remember that. And we will be seeing the difference. Here I have just written down on the board, you can also see it. Like the first one, transitive verbs requires an object, whereas the other side you can see intransitive verbs does not require an object. The second difference you can see, without object the sentence is incomplete. So here you can see the transitive verb. In the transitive verb what happened? Without an object, the presence of object is compulsory to make the sentence complete. Whereas the other side, we can see intransitive verb does not require any object to complete its sentence. The sentence is complete in itself. You can see here these are the two differences that we have. Remember the first thing, transitive verbs requires an object, whereas intransitive verb do not require any object. Here we can see the second difference is the meaning of the sentence is incomplete without the presence of object in transitive verb, whereas the other side, the sentence is complete in itself only. So remember these two things. Now we will see the definitions, and I ask every one of you to learn the definition of both transitive and intransitive verbs. So definitions you are going to learn, both transitive and intransitive verb. That definition is already there in the book. Let us see the definition once. Transitive verbs. A verb that needs an object to complete sense is called a transitive verb. So it is very clearly mentioned here. A verb that needs an object to complete its sense. That means, without an object it is not going to make a complete sense. That is called the transitive. Whereas the other one, a verb that does not need an object to complete sense is called intransitive verb. So these two definitions, please remember and try to do the exercises that are there. And now we are going to see page number 54. Let's read the book, as it is written over there. We will see. The first column contains some complete sentences. Add a full stop after them. Join the fragments in the first column to those in the second column to make complete sentences. So here it is already mentioned very nicely. So what are we to do it? Here we have to add them, like to join the fragments in the first column to those in the second column. So please, I ask you to do it, and once you've finished, at the end of writing you must put a full stop. After each sentence you are supposed to put full stop. You must have noticed that 1, 3 and 4 were fragments and do not complete sentence. Now look at the pair of sentences. Rashmi baked a pie. Next one, Rashmi laughed. In the first sentence, the verb baked requires an object, pie, for the sentence to make complete sense. A verb that needs an object to complete its sense is called a transitive verb. Whereas in the second sentence, the verb laughed does not require an object for the sentence to make complete sense. A verb that does not require an object to complete sense is called an intransitive verb. So from these two examples, it is very clear. Like Rashmi baked a pie. Where's the other one? Rashmi Here you see, as I've already told you, that first sentence requires an object to complete its meaning. So without the object, okay, what is the object over here? Pie, okay. So with that, only the sentence is complete. So without the object, the first sentence is not at all a complete one. So that's why the verb or the sentence which requires an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. Whereas the other one, okay, here you can see Rashmi loved. So Rashmi loved, here we can clearly understand, okay, it does not require any object in this sentence to complete its meaning. So without the presence of any object, the sentence is complete. Now let us see the exercises from page number 55. Identify the verb in the sentence as transitive or intransitive and underline the verbs. So when you write down in the copy, you must write the instruction also. Please don't forget. And some of you are there, okay, without writing the sentences or the instructions that are given, you are just writing the answers. And I ask you once more, please write the sentences. Do not just mention transitive or intransitive. So the first one, let us see. The girl cried. The girl cried. So here in the first sentence, we understand, okay, there is no doubt that we don't understand this sentence. The girl cried. Over here, there is no object. Without the object, the sentence is complete in itself. So the sentence or the verb that does not require an object to complete its meaning is called, what is this? This is an example of what? You will write here, this is an ANS, and you write intransitive. Intransitive verb. And what is the other instructions? Underline the object. What is the object here? Since we don't have any object, no, so we are not underlining. Next one, let us write the player hit the ball. The player hit the ball. So in this sentence, okay, here we have, this is the subject, hit is the verb, and the ball is the object. So here in this sentence we can see the presence of object. So this is a clear example of what? Transitive verb. So I have just underlined the verb only. So this is how you are going to do from question number 1 to 3 up to 10. So you are going to write from question number 1 to 10 in the copy. So these are all about the transitive and intransitive verb. Now we are going to move on to question number B. And before we see the exercises from there, let us read what is given there. Now notice these sentences. Archana flies kites. The hawk flies. A number of verbs can be used both transitively and intransitively. Some verbs, however, are always intransitive. For example, we can see the intransitive verb over here: arrive, go, sneeze, sit and die. So these words are always intransitive. Now let us see the question number B. Complete the sentences by adding objects and underline the verbs. So what are we supposed to do here? We are supposed to add objects. A carpenter, number 1, a carpenter makes chair, okay, and maybe table, okay, so many other things also. You may write furnitures, okay, that also you can write. A carpenter makes a chair and table, maybe furniture or other items also you can just mention in your sentence. Let us move on to second one, the principal addressed. Addressed maybe the teachers, the principal addressed the teachers, or you may write either students. I hope this question number B is clear to you. So this one also you are going to write in the copy. So here you have got 10. So question number A and B you are supposed to write in the copy. And if you face any kind of problems, okay, with regards to all these things, you may just ask. So first you must try. Don't simply say that okay, we are not able to do it. First you must try writing in the copy. In case any difficulty faced by you, you may just inform. Thank you so much.